Ward. Trigger it. Damn, it worked this time. Alright. So here we are in another game, Mono versus Dignitas, and of course the picks are different from the last thing I recorded, so I'm just going to go over that real quickly. Looks like they are going to do Olaf jungle. Very excited to see that. Lee Sin is going up into the top lane. Very excited to see that. Lee Sin. Oh, forgot to mute my stream, but that is okay. We're just going to roll with this. Alright, Janna as the support, supporting the Kog'Maw, and wow. This is going to be they're going to easily be able to protect this Kog'Maw right now with the Morgana, Janna, Lee Sin, even Ola can help protect him as he goes for the carries. I'll just continue talking about the picks. Mundo in the jungle with that Smite Exhaust, definitely going to be very strong. He is starting Cloth 5 pots though. It's usually not what I see. I usually see Boots, but it looks like he might not be going for that in early invasion. Ashe and Soraka going down. Definitely going to have that nice poke from Ashe, and just Soraka just going to be able to keep her up. So bot looks like it's just going to be a nice farming lane. And looks like the pings are going out, so we'll finish this quickly. And then Vladimir up top and Rise in the middle. Of course, they could easily just switch around. It looks like Mono might be trying to go for the invasion. Janna does throw down a ward so that way Dignitas can't run up through. Oh, and they do see Scar. Scar not reacting quickly. Here comes the kick. And he's going to put him to half health. Scar is going to have to go back, get some health back. It's not wise for him to stay. Scar taking lots of damage early. And Lee Sin kicking into the brush, making sure to check. And looks like they're going to try and secure this red buff. I cannot see what Dignitas is doing to try and see what they can do about this. But they do have a ward. Mono has placed a ward here. And so they do have one of the entrances to their own red covered. So that way they can do this safely, not have to worry about it. And looks like more pings are going out. Oh, they do ping for the CV, and they do see Mundo at his wolves, and so now they know they can easily just take this red if they want to, take his wraiths. But of course, it is Mundo. I mean, Mundo easily can invade and do it really quickly and safely. And yeah, it looks like a bot lane is just going to go back and going to take care of everything. Just like they do see Rise. Will they be able to do anything about it? Rise is in a dangerous spot. If he gets hit by any abilities, he can get followed up, especially that Dark Binding. But now it looks like, and looks like they will take the Wraiths, and they will be polite and just leave one. You gotta be polite. When you're still jungle, you gotta be polite. Leave one. It's common courtesy. Kog'Maw looks like, yeah, he did check the golems, make sure they were okay. And yes, nice play here. Looks like they will secure this red buff for Nintendo, and this can also spawn in early ganks. Was the ping going out? Yeah, looks like they want a ward just in case. And yes, they have warded both sides of their jungle. Mundo is not going to be able to invade safely anymore. Very nice decisions here. And yes, they timed it for me. Very nice. I love it when they time it for me. The red will be up at 7:09. And the more pings going out, they do not see. They're all worried about Mundo. And yes, Mundo is taking the red. He did sneak by earlier, and looks like he will be able to take this. But will he be able to get out? The Dark Binding is going to go out. Kog'Maw doing a bunch of damage. Will he be able to get out? No, I do not think he's going to be able to get out. Olaf is coming here. Will he hit the axe? He does hit the axe. And here comes the Reckless Swing. No, it looks like they wanted to give it to Kog'Maw. No, Janna decides she wants to kill. Does need that farm. And now Mundo, Janna is going to have double buff. That harass from Janna is going to be insane. Yeah. So Mundo is very now behind in jungle. He did lose half of his jungle, and then he got killed at the other red. Mono definitely saw that coming. It was a very obvious choice, and they did very good warding to try and counter that. Very good instincts and realize that Mundo was at red buff, and they took action accordingly. Looks like Lee Sin just kind of bullying Vlad up top. They are both at half health, but they both have some very good sustain. Hopefully Vladimir just wants to get that revolver as fast as he can so he can deal with this harass from the Lee Sin. But Lee Sin is such a bully in lane. He can just shield and just do so much damage. Yeah, look, he just keeps shielding, just Eing. It's such a bully up top. But that'll change. Looks like do catch Mundo in the top half of his jungle. This means that bot can go a little bit more aggressive safely, not have to worry about anything. And yes, here comes the C. Look at that. Janna shield, red buff combo. She might be taking a little more damage than she needs to right now. Pixel getting caught out in a little bit of a bad position. She did get knocked down to half health. And yeah, she will just health pot up and try and just farm as best they can. Looks like Olaf might be heading up top to try and get a gank onto this Vladimir. Vladimir is coming up with the health. They both top lanes easily sustaining. I can't see how many health pots, but Lee Sin is out of his health pots while Vladimir still has his. Here comes the gank onto this Vlad. Vlad will just pull away. Will he be able to catch him? He does hit the Q, but no, it doesn't like they will be able to do anything else. Vlad with his pull, definitely a safe bet. How's mid doing? I mean, Rise early is always susceptible to like getting pushed, and Morgana is one of the best pushers. Morgana with 21, Rise with 23. Scar, though, really good at last hitting. We all know that. So, despite that, Scar will maintain. Looks like Morgana coming up. They will keep going on to this Vladimir. Nintendo looks like he wants to go back. He is going to go back in the brush, so that way Voivoy can't see it. Here comes Morgana, though. The pool probably down by now. No, the pool comes back probably just in time for that. And he will get away. This Vladimir just wasting everybody's time, but as we look at the CS, he does have 22 to Lee Sin's 29, so he is starting to fall off a little bit, but not that much. That was way better for him than it was for everyone else. Morgana wasting a little bit of time, Lee Sin wasting a little bit of time. So that's pretty good for him, at least. Good job by Boy not dying top lane. Just a great decision. Olaf now just safely going back to his jungle. He did go back. He did pick up his Vamp Scepter. Generally going to go for that Wriggles early, as quick as he can. That's usually what junglers do, except Kog'Maw getting caught a little bit out of position. Does get silenced and the slow, so he can't cast his abilities. Janna does go back to go get some more wards, unless she has her GP5. Yes, she did pick up her GP5, as she did get that kill on Mundo. And we'll see if Olaf can get the gank out onto this. They probably warded. No, yes, he does want to come down and gank. He is coming down. There are pings going down. Looks like they are asking for a CV. Red team's red. I guess purple team. Purple team's red is coming up right now. Here comes the ghost from Olaf. He does manage to land the axe. Will he be able to do this? He does pick up the axe, and the reckless swing will pick up the kill. Very nice play there from Olaf. That was a nice axe. Managing to pick up the slow, and they do ping for Dragon. He does CV the blue. See that it is gone. Will they be able to attempt this dragon? Looks like the pings are going out onto it. But no, it might be with 6 minutes into the game. I do not see that coming, at least not without Lee Sin. They definitely need that Lee Sin sustaining damage. And so Olaf will definitely just go back into his jungle and just safely farm. As things have died down, Ashe will be forced to go back and buy, as well as Soraka. See what they come back in a second. They are pinging on to blue. Looks like they do want to try and snag this blue, as they do know it's coming up in about 20 seconds. Will he be able to do anything? Janna is also making her way down, but Kog'Maw is going to stay back and farm. They definitely have forced him out. He does hit the binding, and here goes a reckless swing, and Nintendo will pick up oh no, Morgana actually picks up the kill, but this poor Mundo just getting bullied in jungle, and now this might be just a free dragon. Yes, Kog'Maw is coming. No, he will not come down. They do need Kog'Maw damage as much as they can. Oh, that's nice. That's new. League replay now added this. Very nice. The damage is going out onto this. They do need Kog'Maw. I think Kog'Maw should be going down right now. They definitely can't do it without him. Olaf just taking so much damage. And yes, they are pinging like they do need Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's shred is just going to be beast. And Nintendo could go down. He better hope that no AD is over here. And it looks like he will be fine. But the AD could have been here and just easily picked up that kill. But no, they will pick up Dragon. And that will be up at 6 minutes. 13:40. Looks like up top lane things are just going well for both champions. Let's see. Vladimir has not picked up his revolver yet. He did pick up an armor. And here comes the kick thrown to Voidboy. Will Voidboy go down? His health. He is very low compared to him. His 600 health. Oh no. Looks like he is turning it around. The ulti goes out onto Zion. Spartan does shield to reduce the damage. So both ults going down up top. But no one dying still. Vlad does not have his revolver though. Maybe this is a bug. No, he does pick up 2 magic mantles. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if that was an accident. Maybe it was an accident to buy 2 magic mantles. I don't see the point in that. I mean, reducing magic's awesome, but 2 magic mantles. Could be a bug though. Who knows? You know, looks like Morgana is now just pushing the lane, doing what Morgana does best. Pushing lane, going to gank. Looks like she is coming up for Vladimir. I do not know if she has a ward on Vlad. I don't know if Vlad has a ward. Yes, it looks like he does indeed have a ward somewhere in the river. And it looks like Mundo is now taking control of the jungle. And did see that Morgana went top. Was like, I can safely do this. Will he be able to? He does manage to take the big wraith. Counter jungle, successful. Where did Kog'Maw go? Kog'Maw did go back. Let's see what he has picked up for himself. He has picked up 3 Doran's Blades. Very common. Not very common, actually. Definitely not going for that Wriggles as a lot of Kog'Maws do. Definitely just wants that damage compared to Ash. Ash only has 1 Doran's Blade. And they are pretty even in CS, but Kog'Maw does have 2 assists. It looks like they will hand this blue buff to Morgana. It's going to even help her push the lane more and just roam a bunch more. Definitely going to be dangerous. Kog'Maw is now level 6. He's actually level 7, but his harass is just going to be insane. His harass, he can just easily just W ult, keep Ash away from the farm. And that's going to be very rough for Ash. She is going to start losing CS very slowly now. It's going to trickle. It looks like they are going to be coming to the dive onto Mundo. Looks like Zion Spartan is going to take the tower at first, and he is just jumping around the tower. Here comes Reckless Swing a bunch of times. Mundo was ignited. Mundo definitely will go down. Here comes the arrow onto Zion Spartan. Will Olaf go down to tower? He is very low. No, the shield will save him. Nice reaction time from Zion Spartan, throwing out that nice shield, and they will get out of that okay. Very good plays from Mono right now. They are definitely in the lead with this. They have 4 kills. They have a dragon, and they are just bullying every single lane. Poor Vladimir is just getting dumped on. Not dumped on, but he's just getting ganked at constantly. Everyone just seems to keep going top. Bottom is just untouched right now. Olaf did come down and gank top. Did get them a kill. Did put them behind, and so Kog'Maw definitely is going to be doing more damage than Ash, and hopefully Ash can try and catch up even a little bit. So we look at the CS, it is 72 to 81, so Kog'Maw only like 9 CS ahead. Not that big of a deal, but I mean that is some gold. That's about 100 gold. So yeah. The pings are going out. Maybe they want to go by. Let's just take a look at items since I haven't done it. Morgana definitely going for those boots. Got a couple Doran's rings. They were that nice mana regen. Olaf's now got his Wriggles. Looks like he might be going for a fade. Not really sure. Yeah, I have to see his next item. Looks like yes, Lee Sin does indeed have 2 magic mantles. Then he wants that magic resist from him. And this seems to be working out for him. He has full health while Vladimir is coming down, losing health a bit. Looks like Olaf is going to be coming down to do the jungle gank. Brush gank. They did have a pink ward there, so they could check for wards. Very nice use of the pink ward. Will he be able to do anything down here? Rise looks like he is coming down. Looks like they are pinging onto blue. No, there's the CV catching Scar. Make sure he can't do anything. Paradoxical making a nice use of the jungle, stealing those wraiths while Olaf is bottom. And will they be able to dive onto this? I do see them. They definitely can dive onto this. They definitely have the damage, but do they want to risk it? They do have a nice lead right now, and these kind of plays are pretty risky and can like really lead to a comeback. And here comes the hawk shot out. Nice hawk shot from Ash, making Nintendo just wait loads of time, helping Mundo catch up. Mundo is actually level 8. He is ahead in even CS. Despite being 0-3, he does have his GP5 rolling. And Mundo looks like he did steal something. No. It's usually what Mundo's ult means. And looks like, yeah, Voidblade is now getting bullied by the Lee Sin a lot more. Here he comes, just all the auto attacks. Can he do anything with this? No. Voidblade will be able to just sustain up, though. I don't think he's in any immediate danger. Looks like, Morgana could be coming up, though. His poor Vlad has been ganked several times. And I think Morgana was spotted. And yeah, looks like he definitely now knows. And Morgana is up top. And Rai's going to use this to push the lane. He definitely can push lane now. He has his tier and his catalyst. He's going to have a nice amount of mana and regen from this. And as they push the lane, Soraka now coming down. Maybe help out with this. Maybe secure that blue buff as best they can. And lots of attempted ganks. Definitely this game has been all about this buff control. And yeah, it looks like 4 people are coming from Team Dignitas to get this. Morgana does throw out the ward. Can she get in there and do anything about it? I do not think they will be able to. Olaf is coming in. I don't think they have the smite, and Morgana does steal it. Wow. Vlad was down there too, and looks like they are pinging on drag. It is coming up right now, and it is up. I timed it and I totally forgot about it. But that's okay. And here we come. We might see the first team fight coming up around the dragon. Vladimir is bottom. Is everyone else down here, though? Looks like Mono is going to start it up. Binding is down for them, but it looks like no. Looks like Dignitas is just going to try and let this one go. They do not have the positioning in order to get in there. Ash is slowed. She does get knocked up. Will he be able to get in this? She does get binded, and yes, Ash will go down to Cogmon. Cogmon does pick up a kill. That's very bad for Dignitas. Mono gets Dragon and a kill. Easily, and looks like Locust is in a bad spot. Looks like they are going to dive onto him. Nintendude is in position and definitely tanky enough to dive him. But Soraka's hidden instincts are coming in. Can Olaf land this axe? No, Locust does get the dodge, but here comes everybody. Here comes the knockup and the slow from Janna. Mundo is coming in to try and like alleviate some of the damage, and he does. And they do save Locust. Barely does force ults out. Very nice play from Dominate. Getting out there. Looks like Rise maybe making something happen. Was Lee Sin low? No, he just got shielded. And now it looks like instead they will just take this tower. So that's a dragon, a kill, and a tower. This is starting to snowball a little bit. It is 5-0, 5-0. They do have 2 dragons on them, and I think this gold lead is just definitely in the favor of Mana right now. It's definitely going to take some kind of desperation play from Dignitas in order to get this. They need to make something happen. They can't just keep playing this game like this. They have to take the game into their own hands. They have to go maybe start roaming a little bit more. Definitely need to take some towers. As this laning phase is not going in their favor at all. As we look at the score, I mean, there are no kills again for Team Dignitas. Are they winning in CS? I guess like Rise is beating them a little bit. They are managing to stay up there with the creep score, but that's it. Kills and buffs are definitely going in the favor of Team Mono. And as another blue buff for Morgana. Morgana's just had blue buff after blue buff after blue buff. And poor Dominate has been unable to secure any of these, as he does lose indeed Dragon. Looks like Olaf maybe wants to go instead and counter jungle a little bit, but Olaf just came through there, so everything's going to be down. So nothing's going to happen there. Vladimir is missing. He probably will come back. He does now have his Woden out. Now he will be able to sustain enough against him. And here comes Rise. Can they make anything happen? No, I Will Dominate. Will get hit by a binding, and then any hopes of an engagement there was gone. And it looks like this tower at bot might fall. It is getting dangerously low, and Ashe opening up, bursting him down a little bit. Do that nice little poke. Surprisingly, all the towers are still up, but everyone on Mono is just able to roam, as there's just like nothing they can do. If you push all the lanes, like you can only really help one. It looks like Scar is forced to flash. Olaf does use his ult, so he can't get stunned, and it looks like Lee Sin is just going to pick up this kill. Will he be able to stop it? No, looks like, oh man, Scar getting dangerously low. Looks like they might be able to pick it up, but no, Lee Sin will manage to get it with the Ignite. And I Will Dominate getting very low. Soraka does come in for the rescue. The ult does tick off, and Mundo will manage to pick up a double kill off of Lee Sin and Morgana. And that is definitely what they need. They definitely needed that 2-for-1 trade right there. As Mundo is now back in this game, definitely, with that nice little double kill. Definitely going to help him get his, is he going for Aegis? Might be going for an Aegis early. Though we have to see what he builds when we see him again. It looks like Kog'Maw is almost at that Trinity Force. It does picked up his BF sword and his pickaxe. Morgana almost got that Rabadon's. Janna's starting to get that nice GP5. Soraka actually does not have a GP5 item yet, and that's going to really make a difference in this support usefulness. I mean, she's only been able to buy wards. Locust is not having as much gold income as Janna. And Janna definitely has a kill and an assist. But she is sitting on 2 gold per 5, and that's really going to make a difference. Like, a lot. Towards this end game. She is going to be able to afford more wards, afford like what she needs to buy a lot faster. And then where are you, Mundo? I want to see you, see what you've built. And let's see what Rise has. He does have a lot of mana. Definitely what, of course, you want to build on Rise. I mean, duh. But he is sitting on that tier. What are his tier stacks now? Where are you? I can't. There he is. Darn you, Rise. Stay alive. I want to see your tier stacks. 232, so they're decent right now. It's only 18 minutes into the game. Lee Sin going very aggressive onto this Vladimir. Vladimir now getting pretty tanky. Definitely can sustain against this, but oh man, he did pick up his Hex Drinker. That's why he got the second Null Mantle. Okay, now that makes more sense. Definitely makes more sense. And looks like, oh man, they're coming down to steal another blue buff. from Team Dignitas. Team Dignitas has not had has probably had one blue buff for this whole game, and that's just it's just been awful. It's just been awful. Dragon is up around the 21-minute mark, so will be up in 2 minutes. And now Ash comes down, just going to be a sad Ash, seeing that their blue buff has been taken yet again. Looks like Morgana coming up here. See what she can do. She definitely can't. No, she does miss the binding. Probably wouldn't have been a kill, but it would have some nice poke damage, and they take a second tower down. Wano is just walking away with this game. Can Dignitas do anything to counter this? There hasn't really been a team fight yet, so I mean, if anything's going to happen, it's going to be in that team fight, but they definitely do not want to fight. And they do the arrow. There's the black shield coming out. Look at all that damage going out onto Morgana. Actually, it's taken out immediately. And it looks like Morgana is forced to flash before the rest of her ult ticks down. And Janna does pick up the kill on Ashe, so at least they can say at least Janna got the kill. Not somebody else, but no, they will set up for this dragon, which is coming up right about now. Did they time it? I do not know. But they definitely cannot fight without Ashe. Ashe is getting caught in a horrible position. Looks like Morgana getting put dangerously low. Again, she does not have her ult this time, and Kog'Maw is dangerously low on mana. They could try and fight this. They probably want to try and pick somebody off. They definitely need to. Yes, here comes the dragon attempt out. Will they try and go in on this? They definitely cannot do it without Ashe. And Vladimir, I do not know if he's there or not, but it looks like, yes, they are going to try and go in on this. They are splitting the team up. Can he get the smite still? He does indeed get the smite still. Nice play from Dominate. And that will be up at 26-20. Dominate does manage to get the nice smite steal from him. Wow, very good play. Very nice from Dominate. They definitely needed that. That will help him. It's still not going to save him from this game, but it was a good steal from that. Looks like Olaf now has got his own gold per 5. What is yes? And Mundo did pick up his Aegis, so that was a good call by me. I'm proud of myself. Yes, thumbs up. Everyone high five me. Bam. High five. High five. Looks like Lee Sin is going to try and maybe secure another blue buff for themselves. Yes, they will. It is their own blue, so they don't have to make that big of a risk anymore. And they did time Dragon for me. Nice people. 26-40. It will be up again. And let's see how Vladimir is doing. He's been top lane this whole time. He does have the highest CS in the game right now. Looks like he is going for that Rylai's as quick as he can. Vladimir might become a big problem for them, actually. This whole game is actually probably banking on a nice Vlad ulti to save him, which we can lock down everybody probably pretty much as they all try and get away from his insane damage that he'll have. Let's see what Lee Sin is kind of bullying him in lane a bit, but he does not have the he won't have that kind of AP presence, of course. You know, Lee Sin is AD, but they do know. Looks like Mono probably does know they do need to try and shut down Vlad as best they can. He's the only person who hasn't been really touched. He is, 0-0 with 191 CS, so he is doing very well for himself still. He's the only one who's still probably doing as good as they could be. Morgana does come in. They do hit him with the Dark Binder. Here comes the ulti from him. He has pulled already. Will he do anything? Looks like Voy is going to be going down. Here comes maybe the kick. And yes, Morgana will pick up the kill with her Dark Binding. But here comes the follow-up from everybody. Here comes the arrow. Will be able to hit, but he does not hit. Well, it does hit, but its Black Shield will stop it. And they are going on to Zion Spartan. Will they be able to pick it up? The Dark Binding goes out, does hit Mundo. Olaf coming in, reckless swinging everybody. Looks like they will focus onto Soraka, and Soraka will go down. Will Rise be able to do anything? Janna just so low, but doesn't look like they'll be able to pick her up. Here comes Ashe. Ashe just taking down Zion Spartan slowly. Mundo will go down, and looks like oh, here comes the kick. Will be able to pick up this kill. Zion Spartan will go down. Nice flash, managing to pick up the kill, at least one. 3-for-1 exchange. Definitely not the best exchange, but at least they got something out of it, and it wasn't just a complete waste. Oh man, I ran out of breath. Alright, there we go. I'm good now. Will I attempt this Baron? I definitely have the damage, but it looks like, oh man, Scar just coming down, getting caught by that ward, and just goes down immediately. They definitely can Baron it now. And that is most likely GG if they get this Baron. If they do not get this Baron, if somehow somebody steals it, which I do not see happening. Look at all these wards everywhere. They know if somebody's coming from anywhere. And it looks like now Vladimir's just going to go up top. They know Baron's probably gone. They do not have any wards on it. Janna does have that Oracles. And yes, they will just take that Baron for themselves. And Lee Sin is up in time to get it. So that's a full team Baron and 3 kills. All for 1 death. Wow. Very nice exchange for them. I do not see how Dignitas could possibly even think about coming back from this game right now. I mean, Olaf is he's becoming so strong, and Morgana is definitely just a force just to deal with. She's 3-1, and everyone Cog would, and then they have to worry about like the late game Kog'Maw, like like both of these teams are actually pretty good late game teams. I mean, uh, definitely have like Ryze, Ashe, um, you know, and then Kog'Maw, Olaf. So I mean, these teams are all pretty. They do have the late game presences. I thought that was a Nocturne. I was like, there's not a Nocturne in this game. So they definitely have those presence, that late game presence. Both teams definitely have it. And then they are definitely gonna have that Mundo tankiness when it comes down time to it. So maybe maybe that's what Dignitas has to hope for, that late game. Hopefully they can try and like wait it out a bit and wait until like somebody like Lee Sin isn't gonna really matter anymore. But like he has a phase, he has a Maw to deal with all that magic damage that's going out. And looks like they will just take this free tower with the Baron buff. Lee Sin is coming around, does manage to hit the kick onto Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie might be getting a little too aggressive, but no, looks like everybody will back out. And they will fight for this tower. They will try and eat up as much Baron time as they can. It's really the only thing they can do right now. Maybe try and fight on it. Paradoxical looks like she's waiting here. Gonna wait for that Dark Binding. Manages to miss everybody. If she would have hit somebody, that probably would have been GG, actually. Definitely could have had the follow-up, like, flash ulti into the whole team. And definitely would have been bad. Silent Spartan getting caught a little bit out, but he is definitely tanky enough with that Maw that he doesn't have to worry about that much magic damage. See, Ryze does have... Shoot. Well, he does have mana, so he does some damage. But he definitely needs to build a little more tankiness. And we need to see maybe that Glacial Shroud maybe to deal with the Kog'Maw and everybody. Does he have it yet? No. Yes, he does. He does manage to have the Glacial Shroud. Looks like he almost has that Frozen Heart. It's one of the armor pieces. And yeah, it looks like they will pick up their second tower with the Baron. They do throw a ward out to see if they can catch anybody off guard. But they need to just wait out this Baron. This Baron should be... Baron buff still has like another minute on it. And their poke is just incredible. And looks like they're going to have to try and maybe let this one go. But here comes Vladimir. Oh, Ryze does get caught up in the Dark Binding. Does manage to dodge everything. It would have been awful. Here comes the arrow out from Ashe. Here comes the Vlad ulti. Will be able to do lots of damage. The Janna ulti kind of countering it and knocking everybody else away. Silent Spartan getting dangerously low. And looks like Mono is being forced to back off. Did Janna use her ulti? Morgana still has ulti. She still can make something happen, and looks like she is... Oh, does manage to hit the Dark Binding. Oh, man, does catch her with the ulti on it. Does tick down, and nice play. That was I didn't even know it could reach that far over that wall. Holy crap. That was Cutie Pie definitely getting caught out of position. Right there. They thought they could get the damage on. Thought they didn't have to worry about, like, the Dark Binding ulti. Definitely. And this is definitely a GG. As the game seems to just be going just completely in Mono's favor. Definitely nothing they can do. Olaf has picked up the Aegis. Very odd that, both... Usually, you see the supports picking up the Aegis or something. But, like, both junglers, this is like, it's like consistently, they both picked up Aegis. And I guess it makes sense. Mundo is the tanky one. He will definitely be the one, he doesn't need that. He definitely doesn't need, like, that kind of damagey items. He gets a lot of damage from Masochism. Same thing with Olaf, a lot of his damage is from his Reckless Swing. And so, yeah. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, actually. So, yeah. So now Olaf looks like he's going for some health and definitely some resistances. He's going to be so strong. And then Kog'Maw got his IE now. And his Phantom Dancer, he's just going to be a force. He's just going to be awful. Ashe only has IE, doesn't even have her Zeal yet. That's a big difference in the AD carries. Is Kog'Maw has they both are pretty even in CS. Ashe is even winning a little bit, but those kills 2-0-4 compared to 1-3-0. It's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. And but the only person who's probably could even maybe bring this game back around is probably Voyboy if he can bring out the damage. But everybody on the other team is building has some form of magic resist, but the Aegis, of course. That's what I mean. They have Aegis, so there's magic resist. how they had the oracles. They're clearing out the wards. This game, I wish I could hide this. Shit. I wish I knew how, at least, if I could. And no, it looks like they're just going to push top lane. Maybe get another inhib out of this. And misses the Dark Binding. But that Black Shield is just so useful right now. There's nothing they can do about that. Man, it would take a serious throw from Mono right now in order for Dignitas to win this game. They're just way too strong. Got way more items. Rice does have his Frozen Heart, so now he will be a bit more tanky. Hopefully he can deal with the AD from Kog'Maw, but everything is it's such like mixed damage. I mean, you got true damage, you got magic damage, you got mixed damage. Pretty insane. Here comes the ulti on there. At least Ash does get killed by Lee Sin very early, and everyone just getting knocked pretty low by everyone. Vladimir's ulti did go off, but it only managed to put everyone to half health. Meanwhile, Kog'Maw was able to just auto attack freely, and no, looks like nothing was gonna happen. They did force the Janna ulti, but nobody else ultied. I mean, they still have Lee Sin ult, Morgana ult, but everybody else on the other team definitely used their ults. And so this is gonna be a free tower and another free inhib. I definitely think maybe this game could have gone better. It looks like Scar getting caught out with the Dark Binding and then the ulti. The ulti will take off for the kill, only with 40 gold. At least that's what I saw. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but I saw that. So Scar getting caught out of position. Luna looks like they will not trying for this inhib. Voidboy actually ghosting, see if he can catch somebody. Does get hit by the Dark Binding, so it's chaseable in there. Here comes the arrow. Will it hit anybody? No, manages to miss everyone. And that is just so unfortunate. Cutie Pie really not playing the best this game. Has been caught like twice, several times actually out of position, and their team has greatly suffered from it. Definitely they did not play to Ash and Soraka's strength early. They got killed too quickly. They lost dragons. They lost team fights. Mundo tried to probably do an invasion maybe too predictably. And he died early, lost his presence. Olaf got really strong really quickly, as he is just sitting on so much health right now, and he's just it's just gonna be so hard to deal with. I do not see what they could do. They definitely need to make some kind of desperation play. This Baron could actually decide the game if they play it right. If they get this Baron buff, I mean, it's gonna be amazing. But if they don't, then it's definitely GG. This is it. This is what they need. They need to defend this, but they can't just let their tower fall. But they're stuck in a bit of a bind here. They don't know what they can do, but they definitely have to try and do something. And this is going to be it right here. It looks like Rise is going back to go do everything while everyone else goes and fights. And will they be able to try and steal this? No, they will not try and steal it. And that is definitely GG right there. Baron buff, fed team. And there's just nothing else they can do. That's GG. So now we just watch the inevitable defeat of Dignitas, unless they can pull out something amazing right now. Do send the pings. Looks like they will pick up this inhib, and then they will push towards the end. They do have one tower down. No, they will want to take all three inhibs. Top inhib will go down. Oh man, Olaf would have hit that axe. That would have been so bad for them. They do manage to dodge all the catching skill shots. They do catch Zion Spartan out of position, but he does get shielded by the Dark Binding. Here comes the Vlad ulti. Mundo also is using his ulti. Here comes the Ash arrow coming out. Paradoxal getting very low. Does do the ulti out. Will it be able to take off at the end? No, they will kill it right before it does come out. It is 4-on-4 now. Dominate getting dangerously low. Dominate does go down to Lee Sin. Locust now caught in position. Locust goes down immediately. Ash and Rise is the only one left, but Ash will go down immediately, and then they will finish off Scar for the last kill, and that's definitely GG as the GGs go out. And will they surrender or will they just let it die? I want to see a double Nexus explosion, guys. Let's see it. Come on. Double Nexus. Double explosion. Double explosion. Come on. Double explosion. No double explosion. Anyways, yeah, that game just got way out of their hands. Definitely with that early invasion from Mundo, he died too. Like pretty much everybody got some gold off of that. And then those ganks in those that gank bottom, which totally caught everyone out of, which caught who died there? I think Ash died, but it was just so key. And then a Cutie Pie just getting caught time after time after time. Really just kind of putting her so far behind. She didn't even. I think she just got her seal like at the end of the game, while Kog'Maw was already sitting on a Phantom Dancer, probably going for some more damage. He was just doing so much damage. But that was a great game. Good job to props to Mono right there for catching Mundo at that critical. That was like such a key play right there. Was catching that Mundo. They controlled buffs so well. They got every single dragon, pretty much every single buff, except for the red buff. I think Mundo got that every time. But they just controlled the blue buff so perfectly and everything. Like it was just so amazing. And yeah, that's the game right there. So